Okay, so today I'm just doing a little bit of a chat while I'm going to work. You're not going to see much on this. I will probably go ahead and put this on one of my whipping chats because I just didn't have time to record one today. And I thought I would go ahead and chat with you while I was on my way to work, so it'll only be about 30 minutes. I may add it to another one. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's go ahead. We're going to leave. I've still got to stop by the Dollar General and pick up some lunch today, which lunch is probably just going to be like, I don't know, a TV dinner or something. And plus, I'm trying to test this out, which I'm not sure it's going to work out very well because it looks like it's awful shaky. But we'll see. It might be better if I did it the other way, like that. We'll see if that works out better. For the view, anyway. Anyway, what has been going on since my whipping chat? Hoya Bella, I'm going to answer your comment as well, but if you happen to see this, thank you so much for watching the replay. I do go live every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. I do not know what time that is where you are at, but I would love to have you to join us. It's a weekly thing. And eventually I'll start doing another live during the week again, but while the kids are out of school, it's just not easy for me to do that. Anyway, so I'm driving my new car. You can hear how quiet it is. Probably the only thing that you're hearing is the AC and maybe a little bit of road noise. But I actually really, really like this car. I am so happy with it. Other than right now, we're still having a bit of an issue with the charging thing because we don't have our charger hooked up at the house yet. So last week, I had to charge it twice at a public charge station, which can get a little bit expensive, but I do my trickle charging at the house, which gets me about 40 to 50 miles a night, which isn't terrible if I'm just staying in town. But basically, that 40 or 50 miles, I can get back and forth to work. And today I'm driving myself. We have a big night tonight for a change, but we have an outage tomorrow night. So tomorrow night, everybody has to be out by 11. So that means that we will probably only be there till 9 or 10 o'clock tops, because we've got to get everything done so that they can take the system down. And they are going to be installing a new system, which we're going to have to learn next week. Sorry about that. There's no mute on my car to be able to switch which way we do this as far as my coughing, so I might have to edit that out. And what am I doing? I'm not taking the interstate to work. That uses up more of my charge. Just gonna take the highway, so I don't know why I turned that way. Can't chew gum and walk at the same time, I guess. But anyway, so that's going to be interesting next week. Hopefully, though, it all goes well and we get everything done the way that we need it. And it might be a little bit easier, I don't know, but I can foresee some little hiccups along the way. This is one of the first new systems that they're putting in effect. And here pretty soon we'll be going to there will be another big system update, which will be even more changes. Well, you gotta love those changes. Anyway, so we'll see how next week goes. Tonight, like I said, is going to be busy, or at least it will if everybody shows up that has appointments tonight. We have this one truck driver that comes in all the time, and I believe it's his grandson. Hopefully he never watches this if it's not. But I'm pretty sure it's his little grandson that comes in, and each time he comes in, I'll have some kind of little treat for him, like either a couple pieces of candy or something like that. Last night, it was so cute because he came in wearing this little shark mask. And he's just so adorable. He has so much energy. Every time he comes in, he'll run in the hallway and then try to close the hallway door on his grandpa before he gets in there. But each week I try to have him a little treat or something. Last night all I had was some Werther's Original. I try to keep little pieces of candy and stuff like that in there. But my problem is I love candy, so I will snack on it way too much. But there was one week, a couple weeks ago, that I didn't have any candy the whole weekend whenever he came in. And you could see the little disappointment in his eyes. So the next weekend, they have those little theater boxes at the dollar store for $1 each. So I ended up buying him a whole little box of I want to say it was the Sour Patch Kids ones. I'm not sure. But anyway, just the smile on his face I loved it. It was so cute. And in a lot of ways, he reminds me of Remy. He's got all of that energy that she has, the constant running around. But he reminds me a lot of Remy. And I do know the truck driver's name. Of course, I won't say it on here. I would never do that. But to be honest, I don't even know the little boy's first name. So I have so many drivers that come in there that are regulars. Every week I see them, sometimes 2 or 3 times a week. And then there's some that you see once in a great while and some that you see once, never see them again. We had a driver last night that I guess his load was done pretty quickly, and apparently that's something that happens at RDC quite often for this guy, because he was walking out telling another driver, I love this place. He said where I work at. Not going to say that, but said, I love this place. It's my favorite one to go to. They are the best one that there is. And, whenever you hear things like that, it really makes you feel good about it. even though it's just a little bit of a compliment, and sometimes a compliment like that can go a long way. Anyway, so that happened. That was one of the things that happened last night. I got home probably, I don't know, I got all my hours last night, which was a good thing. I was actually done with all my stuff, and I did a little bit more for Josh. I broke down a few more packets for him before I left, but other than that, and I'm speeding through this town, which is not a good thing. I didn't set my cruise, and I probably should have. That's okay. Anyway, I wasn't going that fast. But anyway, I got my full 11 hours last night, which was a good thing, and I'm sure I'll get them tonight, if not a little bit over. Now, Monday, like I said, we'll be out of there early, so I might lose a little bit there, but that's okay. Maybe I'll get a little bit over tonight. But tomorrow, once I plug in my car and park it for the night, I will just ride into work with Josh tomorrow, especially since on Mondays we normally get off about the same time.
Okay, so through this little part, I must have been driving through a low signal area because it kind of messed up the recording. And it was a bit choppy, so I don't remember what I said in that point, but we're going to go ahead and go back to the other part.
From the time I get home from work tonight, all through tomorrow, and then until I decide to go somewhere, well, it'll be like 7 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday morning, because I don't want to take Courtney to work. She has to be there at 5 in the morning. So Joshua, my son, will watch the kids until I get up. And Courtney will just take the truck over there, and we will go and pick up the truck about 7 o'clock so that Josh can go to work. So, but this week will be nowhere near as busy as last week. I don't have any doctor's appointments this week. I don't have, and actually, I don't even know if I'll go grocery shopping this week, because Josh has got to take his mom somewhere on Wednesday. So I might try to make this week a week of using up what is in my freezer. And I can say right now, my family might get a little tired of chicken, because that's what I've got in my freezer right now. I've got a big package of chicken breast. I've got some chicken tenderloins. I think I might have some chicken legs left in there. So we might have a week of chicken. Of course, I'll make it different ways. I won't just make them eat it one way the whole weekend. But we might do that for this week, save a little bit of money on groceries. Of course, I'll have to go get the little things to go with it, because I cannot keep a gallon of milk in my house for more than 2 or 3 days. Josh loves milk, and my grandkids love milk as well. So, and then they have their cereal and all that. So I have to limit the grandkids on the milk. I make Kool-Aid all the time for them. Of course, it's just the Crystal Light brand Kool-Aid, which is what I use at my house. Um, because even things like sugar and stuff like that has gotten really expensive. So I just use the Crystal Light, the Great Value brand of it anyway, and I just make a picture of that.
Okay, so here's another spot where I must have been going through an area without signal. It's quite a large spot, but I think what I was telling y'all about in this one is I really like my cruise feature on my car because it will detect the speed limit signs. And while you're driving, if you go past a speed limit sign and it changes, all you have to do is either hit the plus or minus. If it's a lower speed, just hit it and it'll automatically set it to that speed. Or if it's one that's higher, you just hit the plus button and it'll automatically set it to that speed. So when you're going through a town, it's really easy to set your cruise to keep going through there and not having to actually reset it for each speed limit or just turn it off. But anyway, we're back to the original recording right here, so I will see you in a few.
And then I really do like, I love having my sunroof back. Even if I don't have it on, I like leaving it open so that you can see out the glass part of it. It's really, really nice. I love that part. So, yep. Okay. But anyway, this has been a very, I love this car as far as the features of it and everything. If we can get the part of it to where I have a charge port at the house like I need, then it will be an absolutely perfect vehicle for me. Um, I love how smooth it drives, all of that. But it has taken some getting used to. I normally take the interstate to work every day instead of the highway. But whenever you're trying to conserve the power on your vehicle, then it's nice to, then you have to start thinking about, I need this many miles to do what I need to do before I can charge it again. And you don't really want to get it down below 20% very often. So I tried to keep it above that, which I've done really good. I've only went below it once. And that was the first and all that. And like right now, say I really, really needed to charge up my car after I got off work, I can actually drive to the super center here and they have a charge station there. Of course, it costs me money, but that's okay. But I've been keeping it to where I have about 50% all weekend, which is good. Then I'm gonna try my hardest to make sure that I don't have to use the public charge station this week. And I am just going to try to make sure I charge it all night, and hopefully that'll be enough to get my door dashing done this week, since I don't have to make more than a couple trips out of town. So we'll see exactly how that goes. In this town that we're driving through now, you probably won't see the video part of this. I'll probably put it in chat because that's exactly what I think that it is for the most part. I just wanted to chat with y'all. I'm missing my chatting time. And since I haven't been able to have a whole lot of chatting time, I decided that I was going to chat on my way to work. So, and I'm almost to my work, except
Okay, so I am back again because once again the signal wasn't picking up. Maybe I should pick a different place to go while I'm driving to record these. But anyway, since we're here, if you've made it this far, I would really appreciate it if you'd like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think about this. Is this something that you would mind me doing on the weekends to get y'all a WIP and chat out? But anyway, we're back to the recording.
I don't know. And I went to Walmart to get this little stand thing for my car, so hopefully I'd be able to record a little bit while I was driving, especially if I start going on a trip or something somewhere. Maybe y'all can see it. But we'll see. What else is there to talk about? Oh, this was funny. And I was going to tell y'all about it in my live, but I actually forgot about it. Anyway, Fridays are a pretty busy day for me because I have to drive to where my son works twice. I have the grandkids all day that day, and plus my daughter works. So, I took my son to work before I got the kids. And then I get back, I pick up my daughter, take her to work, and I keep the kids. Well, we went back to the house and everything, got for a while until my son called to tell me he was off work. So we had to go get him, went and picked him up, came back home. Anyway, I was talking to him, I told him, before I drop you off, I've got to go pay the water bill because, long story short, Josh thought I paid it. And I thought he had paid it. So we got the shutoff notice on it. But anyway, I told him I've got to go pay the water bill before it gets turned off. And then I'll drop you off at the house. And he was like, okay, well, Axel and back. So we're going to take him back where we got him from. And just the way he said it, I just cracked up laughing so hard. It was like, we're just going to take you back where you came from. No, it wasn't where we got you from. It was where you came from. And I don't know why that sounded so funny to me, but I just couldn't quit laughing. It was just hilarious. And I was like, no, we're going to take Josh home and drop him off, and then we are going to go pick up your mama. Well, that's all fine. These kids have been in the car for a little bit, and they are not used to be having to sit that close together because in the van they were kind of separated out. Now they have all three of them sitting in the back seat, and it's like, you can't do that to me. and they're picking on each other and playing, and 1 minute they're fighting, and it's, and I can sort of tune it out for the most part sometimes, but sometimes it's a little hard to do as loud as they get with them laughing. And if they're laughing and everything, fine, they're having a good time, I'm not gonna complain. I put on, since I've got the XM trial for a while with this new car, I go ahead and put on the Disney station for them to listen to. And that helps keep my sanity a little bit, except Remy's like, I think Elsa, one of the Frozen songs came on, and she was like, Nanny, play it again. And I'm like, honey, I can't play it again. It's not on my phone. It is on the radio. But anyway, they can kind of see the screen from the back seat. And I have my head leaned over a little bit. And Remy's like, Nanny, move your head. I can't see the screen. And it's just, basically, it's just a little picture on there that shows what the song is from. Like if it's from Encanto, or it's from Frozen, or maybe even Hercules, or what they're from. But she told me I was blocking the screen. Anyway, I guess I am going to go ahead and cut this off here. If y'all enjoyed this little chat while I'm on my way to work, let me know, and I might try to do this a little bit more often as a voiceover on one of my other videos. And I almost missed the road here. Oops. Okay, we're just going to pull in here real quick. But, boy, I did not park straight at all. Okay, much better. I don't like parking in a parking spot crooked. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. Since I am here to get my lunch for the day, I will see everyone later. Everyone take care. Have a wonderful day. And I will see you next time. If you don't mind, hit the like button, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. Bye, everyone.